just to show you how fair I am, even to myself, I brought my little timer up here. And I brought my nasty little bell. So if I go over 3 minutes, I'll ding myself. Trust me. Okay. You done, Audra?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so the first 3 readers will be me, then Jordan Maycant. How are you going to film yourself? Imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. And Audra Goforth. And then I'll come up and call out 3 new names. All right, here we go. Start my time. So the first poem I'm going to read is called Ineffable. I decided to read this one while listening to David's poems. Where is David? He's hiding now in the front row. He was talking about how you have poems contemplating religion as a young person and then poems contemplating religion as an older person. To some degree, that's what goes on in this book, although I would call it more philosophy in this case than religion. But it's the same sort of thing, and a lot of these poems, to me anyway, feel like maybe I finally matured in my considerations of philosophy. Ineffable. Though all he has are words, he keeps trying to wrap his mind around the things he sees. Hawks hover, sunrise, stars appearing one by one, crocuses in snow, cherry trees popping open on a single day, mesmerizing dance of fire, water over rock, the beauty of space between the trees and woods, the birth of his daughter after 21 years of waiting, the way the same painting can speak to him differently from 25 feet than it did from 10, the way he has often turned the wheel before he saw anything happening, but somehow just in time, the knowledge that when he dies, he'll be just as dead as everyone, the fact that he keeps trying anyway. And then Dale's chanting of "On the Day the World Ends," is that right?
The end of the world as we know it.
No, but in the story, you kept using the line "On the Day the World Ends."
Yeah. My chanting, yes.
Reminded me of this poem, so I'll have to read it if I have time. I think I do. It's called Denouement. On the last day of the world, some pray, some cry, some take whatever they never had. Most just eat chocolate. On the last day of the world, people drive their cars as fast as they can. My mother finally sits down to rest. On the last day of the world, the president is unavailable. Lovers are everywhere. Children play as if it were the last day of the world. At least one news broadcaster continues to the very end. On the last day of the world, there is a strange quiet in the air. The leaves on the trees seem ready for liftoff. The birds wait. The sky is a mouth yawning. On the last day of the world, the girl at the Dollar General on Highway 16 puts everything on sale, then walks out, turns toward the river, and keeps going.
This is Intelligent Life. When we finally found the outsiders, we decided that actually, never mind, they aren't that interesting after all. We were happy at first, of course. Pages, feeds, timelines were filled with pictures of presidents shaking hands, patting backs, negotiating, announcing partnerships. It was all very exciting. And then we went back to normal. You and I and everyone else, we moved on with our normal pedestrian lives. And why wouldn't we? We're the same as we were before. Nothing's changed, really. I mean, yes, we can interact with the outsiders now. We can talk with them and be with them and live with them. But when we found out that they were just like us, that they feel love, joy, sadness, pain like us, that they have fights, wars, genocides like us, that they think, act, hell, they even fuck like us, we discovered that they were normal. And normal isn't good enough for us. The fantastical, the dreamlike, the impossible are worth our time, our attention, our empathy. But the outsiders didn't cut it. So we went back to waiting for something different, for something to care about, for something that isn't there, for something, anything, to show us that maybe, just maybe, we really are special after all.
My last poetry, Hickory, I've never missed one since I started working here, but now from commitments at school, I will Yoga meaning for to extend or draw out your breath or extension of a life force. Okay. I close my eyes and begin to take a deep breath in. A long breath in, like in yoga meditation. With this breath, it's different. As I slowly breathe in, I start soaking up the memories of us, of you. The warmth of your body embracing me, the way you kiss my nose. The feeling of your lips pressing softly into mine. The hot, wet steam coming off our skin during those overly long showers. The sound of your voice and how you said my name. The feeling of you inside me and the sweatiness of our palms when our fingers were locked together. I keep breathing it in. Filling up my lungs with the thought of you, of us. And as I reach a capacity where I can't breathe in any longer, I hold these feelings, these thoughts, and these memories for just a second longer. As I release all the air filled with particles of you, I open my eyes and gently sigh, knowing that it's time to start anew.
My name is Michael Barrett. I encourage you to check out the Appalachian Chronicle, my website. This is called only, let's do this again, this is called Interior Poverty. Do not be deceived by the 4,000 square foot house on the fairway. The man inside, when his income dropped from 7 figures to 6, drove to a city park, walked into the woods, and put a revolver in his mouth. Besides leaving behind enough wealth to feed thousands of starving children, he also left a widow and orphan in distress. His suicide note was written as precisely as any insurance contract he inked. Just an hour before killing himself, he played golf with his friends. He called his wife and said he would see her at dinner. It was all facade, masking his interior poverty. 2. The ramshackle homes of the central West Virginia town alert the passerby to a shared poverty. It is true, a scarcity of the purse, but it is also a poverty with a curse. It is a contagion of despair. Why else would every house be in disrepair? Poverty need not equal filth. Poverty need not equal mediocrity. Poverty need not equal ignorance. Poverty need not equal apathy. Yet, here it does. It is as if a vote has been taken. By informal acclamation, by consent agreement, a community has surrendered. They have allowed the corporate barons that provided and then withdrawn the work to rob them of their dignity, of their hope, of their souls. Through surrender to the deprivation, they have invited desperation to live among them, to lead them. Yes, they are victims of the new Gilded Age. Yes, they are the casualties of the momentum of mediocrity. Yes, they have been defeated and defrauded by those that own the politicians. To deny that their impoverished existence is caused by injustice is to deny the truth. Yet, it is also certain that they have surrendered that which only can be given, not taken, their essence. The self-neglect reveals what they have collectively accepted, interior poverty. 3. Living in a putrid mess, addicted to numbing pharmaceuticals, the brilliant man is challenged. You have choices, you know. He responds, in theory, that's true. Pausing, he adds, practically speaking, though, I don't. For now, interior poverty rules his life. Is there hope, or is he astutely accurate? And a very